Here we go, folks. Get ready. This is our game of the week, a matchup everybody's been waiting for. There's tremendous energy here in the building. And a rivalry like this is what makes college football great. Yeah, the tradition and the history, but right here, right now, there's great intensity. This is why these guys came to these schools to play in games like this. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the UCF Knights, taking on the winners of 6 straight, the South Florida Bulls. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. The Knights will kick it away to start us off. Fielded in the end zone. It's Winton. And they stop him short of the 25 there. Offense begins at the 22. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Makes a quick grab. Breaking free at the 35. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Man, isn't it fun to watch running backs who can add that dimension to the passing game? They're so dangerous because once they catch the football, they're operating in much more open space than they would be if they're just getting a handoff. And it really tests the linebacker's ability to cover out in space.
They get him down, but the gain moves the ball to the plus 40.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior.
It just looked like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a bit too long that time, allowed the defense to be able to get the pressure, and they come up with the first sack of the game.
2nd and long for this offense after the sack.
29 Philly.
And the quarterback dropping back, fires it to the wideout. The pass is intercepted. Can he take it all the way? And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Oh, just a tough way to start this game for this offense, throwing an interception on their very first drive. Now, see how their own defense will do, but they cannot panic, make a couple adjustments, and get ready next time they get the ball.
It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Didn't quite get the playoff in time. It'll be delay of game. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Here comes a handoff. And they bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the first down marker. Important second down play coming up. There's the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defense coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Lets it fly to the wideout. Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver. Breaks clear over the right side. Can they chase him down? They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Knights. Wow, that is an impressive start, Kirk. In an emotional game like this, to be so efficient, to click like that early is impressive.
Well, it's very impressive and a great way to start for this team because all the build-up and all the hype, now you can just settle in and play your game.
And now here comes the point after attempt. And it's 7-0 after the PAT. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. From inside the 15-yard line, bringing it out. Gets it to the 25-yard line, and that's where they'll start the drive. Here comes the South Florida offense back on the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. And he cannot escape the defense with a sack.
This is good pressure by the defense, but it just felt like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a little bit too long, which allowed the defense to get home.
So behind the 6, second and long from their 14. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Going the other way. Can they catch him? Crosses the 10. And he steps out at the 6. What a crucial takeaway.
Well, it looks like somebody did a great job of preparing himself to get ready for this football game. It's his second interception in this game so far. Obviously reviewed the tape, is locked in on his fundamentals. That's a big-time player making big-time plays.
First and goal, they'll try to run it in. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure, and now it brings up third down.
In college football today, the quarterbacks get rid of the ball often so fast that this is a great example for young players on the defensive line. If you can't get to the quarterback, watch their eyes and try to get your hands up so when the ball comes, you can knock it away.
And it's picked off in the end zone. Not much on the return, but they create the turnover.
Really nice job of mixing up the looks here by this defense. Sometimes man, sometimes zone. They fool the quarterback here completely, and he throws the pick.
Here comes the USF offense back on the field now. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. The quarterback making some changes at the line. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Oh, my gosh, Chris, just what they wanted. You got a chance to make a huge play. Everybody does their job. Great route. Quarterback puts it right on the money. and he just drops it.
So after the incompletion, it's second down.
Here we go. Arrow. Cut. Hawk. Ready.
From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. And he's got his man open downfield.
Whew, that was pretty. The receiver broke down his defender on that curl against man-to-man coverage. That's how you win one-on-ones.
A new set of downs after that completion. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. He's moving out of the pocket. And he just throws it away. Well, Kirk, you played in rivalry games. No shortage of inspiration, but how do you manage the emotion of it all?
Well, I think you need great leadership from the team. Sometimes teams don't handle the emotions of it, and the game can get sideways on you. The teams that play the best in rivalry games are the teams that have the best leaders to keep them focused on the task at hand.
And throwing again on 2nd and 10. On the move, looking deep. He's picked for a 3rd time tonight. He's got some room and some blockers here. And he steps out of bounds after the great pick. Solid return to set up his offense.
Well, your best player's got to make big plays in these kind of moments, and that's what happened right here with this defensive back. The offense in a tie game in the red zone, looking at points, and instead, the defense with the interception. In a tie game, their offense now has the ball.
Okay, so the UCF offense is back out on the field. The last possession ended in a dreaded red zone interception. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly error. He picks up 9, so just short of the 1st down, 2nd and 1.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. But I love to see that offensive line win the battle with the line of scrimmage.
Ready, set.
So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. They're going to run it here. Run it up the middle, but stuff for no gain.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on 3rd down, trying to force a field goal. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big 3rd down defensive play. And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play. The Knights will look to convert here on 4th down.
3:25.
Here we go, 4th down. They'll try to run for it. Brought down at the 3, but that's enough for a 1st and goal.
Well, that's where you know a coach trusts the offensive line and his running back. 4th down and short, no problem. Give it to the running back, and the back doesn't hesitate at all. He's able to convert and pick up that nice 1st down.
Look at him run through those tacklers. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, UCF. Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all, Kirk.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give the credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Now they get set to kick it away. Bringing it out, it's Winton. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. The USF offense is back out there now. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Quarterback escapes the pocket. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Getting set. Here's second down.
Out 55 weak.
Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there, but now it's third down.
Well, the offense coordinator with the right call, trying to take a shot there, but just poor execution. They couldn't come up with a big play. Let's see if the coach tries it again later, or maybe in the second half.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
On third down, he drops to throw. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. Oh, that one's picked off. And he's got some open field ahead. That's a potential game changer, the pick and the big return.
Chris, he's trying to find something. Nothing is there. Everything is covered downfield. He's rolling to his right. Eyes are downfield. But the one thing he doesn't see is that defender who steps in front of that to make that interception.
Time for one more play here in the quarter. And they're trying to punch it in here. Offense stopped behind the line. A big play by the defense to wrap up the first period. Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up with a second and goal. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Knights.
Man, that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a third or a fourth later today.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. Attack on the PAT, and it's 21-0. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And it's caught from inside the 20. And he's brought down at the 28. That's where the drive will start. Here comes the Bulls offense back onto the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. He's moving out of the pocket. The pass ball is incomplete. He tried to extend the play, but nobody open.
Boy, this quarterback is really rolling the dice out here today. Remember, he threw an interception the last time they had the ball. I thought he might learn from that, but instead he comes out throwing it into coverage again, somehow catches a break on this tip ball that this one was an interception. He better tighten up his decision-making. He's going to cost himself a game.
Didn't see anybody open, just throws it away. And that's now going to bring up third down.
Man, I like this play. And not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And he pulls in the catch. They bring him down, but the freshman quarterback showing off the arm strength. The Bulls come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Here comes a first down pass attempt. That's a bullet pass to the left side. He's got it. Tackle's made quickly, but that's a big gain. Ball moves to the 35-yard line. So the blitz does not get home that time. He stands in the pocket and delivers the throw.
Yeah, good throw, but really it's all about that offensive line. The communication, you can see him pointing out the blitz and being concerned pre-snap. It worked out perfectly for them. They were able to put each offensive lineman on a defender and gave the quarterback the time he needed to make that throw.
He makes the grab. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
Well, you wonder if the receiver adjusted his route to get closer to that first down line. Whatever he did, it works. Move the sticks.
The offense finally producing here. Sets up a 1st and 10. Looking to throw again. Here's a shot toward the end zone. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
A lot of times college football, the game comes down to just a play or two. And that's a missed opportunity by this offense. I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to come back to that same play in the second half.
Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there. The Bulls are in the red zone. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Grab down the middle. It's Winton. The stop made at the 5. The offense will have first and goal now. The Bulls come to the line with first and goal.
Moves. Griffin.
Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Looking to pass here on second down. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Third and goal, looking to throw for it. Looking to scramble. Nowhere to go here, and the ball is knocked loose. Looks like the defense has it. Now the 40. Past the 20. The 10. Touchdown, UCF. And the defense joins the party with a score.
Oh, it's your worst nightmare if you're a quarterback. They bring the blitz. He doesn't recognize it. Ball goes on the ground. Defense does a great job of picking this thing up. That's exactly what they hope for. Catch the quarterback off guard. It works out. It gets them a touchdown.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Returner decides to field it. Gets it to the 25-yard line, and that's where they'll start the drive. Here comes the South Florida offense back on the field. The first job here, protect the football. Turnovers on back-to-back possessions. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. And he'll wisely throw that one away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. On the run here, lets it go. Another pick. Wow, that's the 4th tonight. Touchdown, nice. And the defense adds 6 from the interception return. For the takeaway and the touchdown, that is just a dream play for any defender, Kirk.
Well, let's start with the interception. I just love the fact that he got his eyes turned around, found the football, and then has the athletic ability to be able to secure it. Then he goes back to high school running back days and shows you what he can do with the ball in his hands and takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Beautiful thing.
Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Looks like the returner will try and field this one. Coverage team brings down the returner. Here comes the USF offense back on the field now. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. And he can't escape. It's a sack for the defense.
I can't believe the amount of pressure this defense is getting on this quarterback. Sack after sack. Boy, you got to think about changing things up. The snap count, the scheme, anything at all to help this offensive line. They're overmatched so far in this game.
Fires it to the wideout. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play.
Well, it's got to start somewhere, and there's a nice first down to keep this drive alive and hope to be able to create a little bit of momentum here near the end of the first half, trying to cut into this lead and get some points on the board.
First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. So we've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense trying to get something going here and cut into this lead before halftime. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Quarterback drops back, and he lofts it toward the sideline. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, South Florida.
That's what makes this guy so dangerous as a wide receiver. He can catch the ball underneath, shake and bake and go by you, or use his speed to get around you and make a big play like this for a touchdown.
And the point after is right down the middle. I believe they're going to line up here to go for the onside kick. And it looks like the hands team are able to recover the football.
All I can think of is maybe they saw something in the first quarter that made them think that an onside kick would work here. But they came up a bit short. Now we'll see if their defense can hold them and limit the damage.
And the UCF offense back out on the field now. This offense has been clicking so far, but they get aggressive, go for more before halftime. And he's hit right as he throws it, incomplete. Second down play coming up for this offense. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter.
There you go, defense. Listen, it's not been a great day for these guys, but this time they stepped up and took out some of that frustration. Nice play.
Quick throw. Catch made on the out route. Defense able to stop him. It's fourth down now. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. The offense already has one fourth down conversion. They do it for a second time. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Makes the catch, and the offense will keep this drive going. They make the tackle, but he easily gets first down yardage, and the drive keeps going. The Knights come to the line to start a fresh set of downs.
Boy, the defense was in the right coverage here. It looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on fourth down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. They're going to run it. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Here we go. Third down, close to the goal line. They can still get a first down without scoring. Pass caught. Can he get in? And he scores. Touchdown, UCF.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime of the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. Fielded in the end zone. It's Winton. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. The USF offense is back out there now. Backed up this close to the end zone in the final minute. Let's see if they just decide to take care of the football and look toward the second half. Dangerous play call here after that 5-yard penalty. First down play call. How aggressive will it be?
Low. Alert, alert.
Can you believe it? Another delay of game penalty on this drive. Wow. And the delay of game penalty will push the offense back 5. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down.
Alert. Easy. Go.
Hi, everyone, and welcome to our game of the week. The energy today just feels different in here. We've been building toward this game. This is one both teams have had circled in the schedule since the start of the season. And a game like this is what makes college football great. Yeah, there's history and tradition, but right here, right now, there is tremendous intensity and bitterness on this field. You can feel it. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the UCF Knights, taking on the 4th-ranked team, the South Florida Bulls. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. The Knights will kick this away to get us going. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25-yard line. First down here for this offense.
Here we go.
The back's got it. Finding a bit of space. And the second effort there will earn him the first down.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
One play moves the ball to the 45. It'll be first down. They'll feed the back again. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
And you'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Well, Kirk, you played in plenty of rivalry games. How do they feel different from the others?
Well, Chris, rivalry games, and depending on who the coach is, this is a game you think about all year. You know, you're working out in the weight room. You're doing drills and summer two-a-days. Everything is focused on getting to this game and playing your very best.
Quarterback appears to be changing the play. And he'll drop back here on third down. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now.
Gosh, I just love to watch this defense fly around. Great job here on third down. Look at it. You're on the road. Things are going against you early in the game, and you block all of that out, and you're running around with confidence making plays.
Oh, a big decision here very early. They're going to go for it on their own side of the 50 on the first possession. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. And the ball is picked off.
And just like that, this defense takes advantage of a bad decision by the quarterback, steps in front of it for the interception, and now they've got great field position here early in this game.
Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, they don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. He's going to take off here. He's found some room at the 45. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
And looking to throw now on first down. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Well, Kirk, no surprise. You get these two teams on the field, and it's tight and competitive right to the finish.
Well, Chris, the last time these two teams met, remember, it came down to the wire, the very final few minutes. Sure hope we get another one like that today.
Incomplete. Second down coming up. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Knights.
That kind of play is almost impossible to defend when the quarterback is throwing the ball with that kind of accuracy and timing, and the receiver runs a route like this. Good luck trying to stop it. So maybe this is a great start for this combination of this quarterback and receiver for a big day.
PAT makes it 7-0. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Bringing it out, it's Day. He's tackled at the 10, not good field position to start the drive. Here comes the Bulls offense back onto the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. They'll keep it on the ground with the draw play. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
How about the defense on this play right here? Chris, they go with a draw play to try to take an advantage of an aggressive defense that's pinning their ears to get upfield. But instead, it was almost like the defense was expecting the run. They're not surprised at all. They make a great play.
Second down, we're going to throw it. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Quick throw to his receiver. He pulls it in for a big gain. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be 4th down and inches to go.
Chris, give him some credit here. He's fighting to get to that first down, breaks the tackle, just comes up a little bit short of the first down.
So here we go. They're going to go for it on 4th and inches in their own territory. And now a carry here for the fullback. They stop him, but it's a first down.
Appreciate this offensive coordinator not trying to just do something crazy. You're less than a foot away from the first down line. Just punch it in and pick up a first down. That's what they call here, and it works out perfectly.
Not the news the coach was hoping to hear. He took a chance calling a timeout to get the replay. We'll see if that proves to be crucial. He'll hand it off. It's a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 coming up.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Okay, ready?
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. There's contact on the throw. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now 3rd down coming up. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. And it's incomplete again. 4th down coming up.
I like the call here. 3rd down and long. You know they're going to apply pressure. The screen game almost works. But you've got to complete the pass for your guy to have a chance to turn upfield. It's a missed opportunity there on 3rd down and long.
And he's throwing for it on 4th down. It's complete. That's enough for a first down. And the gain just good enough for a first down.
Just great execution here on this 4th down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
And they'll run it with the draw play. The ball is loose. Defense recovers the fumble. Big takeaway.
Man, Chris, we could hear the contact from that hit all the way up here in the booth. So, hey, it's easy to blame the ball carrier, but I don't know if anybody could have been able to hold on to the ball after that hit.
And here comes the UCF offense back out on the field. Great possession last time. They punched it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5.
It's a good, solid gain. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Play action fake. Looking to throw. And he finds a wide open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
The Knights are in the red zone. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Same tailback, another carry. The Knights are looking to keep this drive going.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
He's got it right near the end zone. Defense makes the tackle with the clock running. That'll probably be the final play of this first quarter. They've had the break to talk about it. Now we begin the quarter with the offense set up 2nd and goal. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. And he will score. Touchdown, UCF. So it's still early, but this offense beginning to build momentum and build the lead now, Kirk.
As we've seen over the years, Chris, good teams know how to use the first quarter to establish the lead, the second quarter to increase the lead, and the final half just to hold on to it. They're following that blueprint perfectly, widening the distance between them and their opponent before we even get to the locker rooms.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. Here comes the South Florida offense back on the field. The last possession ended in a fumble, and that set up a touchdown. So they got to bounce back from that right away. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Makes the grab. It's Parks. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there. They bring him down, but the sophomore quarterback shows what a cannon he has.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, the offensive line is completely occupied with that defensive front. That freed up that linebacker to shoot right through that gap and blow up the ball carrier. What a play.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Pass not complete.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Running out of time in the pocket. Pass hauled in inside the 15. Tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal right there.
Oh, how about that, Chris? This defense has been taken for a ride. I'm not sure if they're overconfident or they just fell asleep a little bit, but whatever the case, they better wake up because now they're facing a goal to go, and I wouldn't be surprised if we get a play into the end zone right here.
Tackled after the completion down at the 1-yard line.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Got it.
2nd down and goal upcoming.
Lizzie. Hey.
Looking to chuck it again. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. And he throws it away. A smart choice that time, but it will bring up third down.
Well, sometimes an answer for an offensive coordinator against a good pass rush is to move the launching point, move the quarterback from one spot to another to affect the rhythm of the pass rush. That's not having any kind of impact at all on this defense. They're getting after this quarterback no matter where he is. They do a good job of it right here.
So a yard away from the end zone. The offense will go for it here on fourth down. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulls.
Boy, what patience here by this quarterback. I thought he might try to get it downfield, get a little impatient. Instead, why not just check it down to the most gifted guy on your team? Get him out in space, let him do the rest of the work for a touchdown.
Now they line up to kick the extra point. To make the extra point, cut the lead to 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Okay, so the UCF offense is back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
They look to throw it here on second down. Bringing pressure. They trap him and sack him back at the 10.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. Are you serious? The offense going for it inside their own 30. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. He's moving out of the pocket now. Scrambling around now, looking downfield. And it's picked off. Threw it across his body and paid the price. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Love this quarterback's athletic ability and the way he can create and improvise. Unfortunately here, he just didn't locate the defender and he throws the interception.
First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. It's a quick grab. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
The Bulls looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Intercepted in the end zone.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least a field goal. They got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
Finds room at the 30. Enough for a first down at the 37. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. On first down, they'll keep the running game churning. The gain is 5, so it's 2nd and 5 now.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable third down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 more yards a pop like that.
That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
With the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 42. Can they make the yardage or face a tricky 4th down decision? And the defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here, 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
They went for it and failed on 4th down earlier. Let's see if they fare better here. Offense looking to throw the ball. Finds his man, has the 1st down. Tackled across midfield at the 48, good enough for a 1st down.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On 4th down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the 1st down.
They'll run it here. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure, and now it brings up 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains off that incompletion. Quarterback in the shotgun here on 3rd down. Caught over the middle. It's Velasquez. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
How many 1st downs is that on this drive? This defense allows 1 or 2 more drives like this, and they're going to be gassed by the 3rd quarter.
Here comes a throw from the red zone. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And they wrap him up after the completion just short of the 1st down marker.
You know, the good thing about this play is it's not an explosive play, but it really gives you a chance now to be able to pick up a 1st down here on this next play.
And they convert here on 3rd down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. Caught near the goal line. And he's in. Touchdown. Nice. So the offense clicking now, Kirk, building the lead, and this one could get out of hand.
Well, it's just complete domination. The offense is executing and doing their job, putting points on the board. The defense has shown up prepared, ready to play. It just feels like this game's getting sideways in a hurry.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT is good. They're pulling ahead now, 21-7. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Here comes the USF offense back on the field now. That costly red zone interception the last time out. Let's see if they can recover from that error. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Makes a quick catch. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. The ball is free in the backfield. It bounces past the sideline, out of bounds, and they avoid the turnover there. Defense looking to keep the pressure on. 3rd down coming up. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Oh, and he's got it. big gain inside the 25. And the offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half. So with only a few seconds left in the half, out comes the field goal unit. And the defense will spend their second timeout here to make some adjustments. So just before halftime here, out comes the field goal unit. And that kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. And that field goal, the final play of this opening half. And that is going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Bulls will kick this away to start the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And the UCF offense back out on the field now. On first down, it's play action. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Lets it go quickly. It's caught downfield. It got him at the 48, but that's a first down. That'll put him over 150 yards today, Kirk. He is putting on a show on this big stage.
How great is this? On this stage, as you mentioned, Chris, just playing his best game. Who's been in sync with his receivers. Back there, has time to throw. Just having a dream performance.
Runs into the teeth of that defense, picks up just a couple yards.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Takes the handoff again. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Makes the catch. Can he get in? Touchdown, UCF. Made the defense look slow that time. And momentum really building. Now, Kirk, this one could get out of hand here in a hurry.
And that's the last thing you want to do in a rivalry game. Not just lose the game, but get embarrassed. Man, you got to fight for 60 minutes.
The extra point makes the lead 18 now. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And so it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. The USF offense is back out there now. Tough to win these games kicking field goals. They know they need to reach the end zone this time. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure a defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take a lead in this game at some point.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. And he'll loft this one deep to the left side. Wow, a third pick tonight by the QB.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. A sack in the play could not escape the pass rush.
Chris, that is textbook by this defense in man-to-man coverage. Nowhere to go for this quarterback. He's looking around everywhere to find an open man. By the time he figures it out, it's a sack for the defense.
That sack sets up a second down and long. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Pressure coming, and they've got him again.
I like how this defense is bringing pressure from all over the field, and that's the key in putting together a good defensive strategy. On this play, it came from the outside linebacker, and he gets to the quarterback.
The offense now facing a third and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Short throw to the back, an easy completion. He stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now. The Knights bring their punt team onto the field.
Quarterback had a lot of time to evaluate this defense, and most of his reads downfield appeared to be taken away, so he checks it down to his running back. And how about the way this defense just runs to the football to keep him short of that first down? Great job by the D.
Here comes the Bulls offense back onto the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. The quarterback making some changes at the line. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Pulls it in. It's Jennings. Eventually they tackle him, but what a spin move to earn him the first down.
Boy, it's so easy to get caught up on the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
Buying time now, rolling to his left. Looks like he's going to run it. Tries to get loose in the scramble, but it's brought down after a short gain. Split backfield here. Second down, looking to throw it, and he'll loft it to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, USF. Aren't you taught on defense, Kirk? Don't let him throw the football over your head. Exactly what happened there.
That makes me really wonder if it was some kind of miscommunication. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I pull my defensive backs over, make sure everybody's on the same page and getting the right calls.
PAT is good, makes it an 11-point game, 28-17. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And a misfire there on the kickoff as it goes out of bounds. And the head coach will decide to... penalty and take the yardage. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. The DB's right near the line now, showing press coverage. And here's the handoff. Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Looking for the wide out. He's got his man in the open field. Marked out of bounds, but it's another big gain. This offense producing chunk plays through the air.
Boy, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on third down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. They bring him down at the 7. The offense set up now with a 1st and goal.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Ready up.
2nd and goal for the offense. Tailback tests the middle of the defense. He takes it into the end zone, but a marker is down, so hold on here. Costly hold, nullifies the play, backs him up 10 yards. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. On the junior, gets home, making a sack there. An exciting start to the quarter here as the offense facing a 3rd and goal. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. He's going to pull it down and run. That's a nice scramble there, a big gain, but not enough for the 1st down.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
The coach is not feeling the field goal attempt. They're going for it on 4th and goal here. The pass rush closing in. And it's incomplete as the defense gets a big 4th down stop.
Wow, Chris, I don't know. You got control of this game, and you go for it here? A little bit confusing. Why even allow your opponent any chance of anything? Finish out the win and just punt it away.
Here comes the South Florida offense back on the field. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. And it's complete downfield. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the 1st down.
Hey, it's a nice gain here, and they get the 1st down to stop the clock. But late in the game, trailing by a couple scores, these receivers have got to be thinking about getting out of bounds as often as they can to preserve that clock, to give them a real shot to come back to win it.
Green 25. Griffin. Acorn.
1st down, looking to throw the football. It's caught. Hits into space at the 50. An explosive play. Big gain across midfield to the 42.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Another chunk play. This offense is really clicking. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Boy, how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Defense is coming after him. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. He'll take a deep shot. And he's intercepted for the 4th time tonight.
Oh, Chris, the offense could not afford to throw that interception down by a couple scores. Every series matters. Every opportunity in possession, you need points on the board, and to throw a pick, you just wonder how many chances more they'll get.
Keep it on the ground to work the clock here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
And now the handoff. They'll tackle him at the 17-yard line.
Well, this is a huge third down coming up here, and here's where that chess match comes to head. And for the defense, they desperately need to make a play if they believe they have any chance of coming back to win this game.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And that catch is hauled in.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
The offense just 1 for 3 on 4th down tries today. Here comes a 4th attempt. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. And he's swarmed by the pass rush. A sack to end this drive.
I think they're going to end up regretting going for this one, Chris. I wouldn't have gone for it. What's wrong with punting it away? And again, I get being aggressive, but you got to be smart on when to go for it and when to punt.
Looking to throw it on first down. And that's interception number 5. When will this QB get the hook? Big takeaway. Now looking for a big return. He's past the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown. Nice. And the defense joins the party with a pick 6.
Well, it's just something freeing when you have this kind of lead and you can just turn the defense loose. Getting aggressive pays off for them here. They get the interception, and what athletic ability there to take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. The extra point up and good. They build the lead to 18 here in the final quarter. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Winton. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Here comes the USF offense back on the field now. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly mistake last time, a pick 6. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots, get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Trying to create outside the pocket now. In the clear at the 25. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Man, this quarterback can play the game. He can throw, and as we see here, he can run the football. The defense does everything that they need to with the pressure. They look like they're in good position to be able to come up with a nice play on him, but instead, he shows how he can slip out of the back door of this defense and pick up a nice gain.
1st down, looking to throw the ball. He's escaping the pocket now. On the run, he's going to chuck it deep. Downfield shot, falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
That ball just seemed to sail on it. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. Tackle is made, but that's good for a 1st down to the 47. And we've reached the 2-minute warning here. This offense needing to score and then get the football back. The Bulls will have 1st and 10 here. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Trying to extend the play. Trying to create here on the move. Here's another interception. We're losing track. Breaking free at the 35. Brings the interception all the way back. Touchdown, UCF.
Chris, that second-tier defender, the linebacker, sometimes can get lost in coverage. I don't know if the quarterback saw him. Quarterback threw it right to him, comes up with the interception, and then he has the speed to take it all the way to the house.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Now they get set to kick it away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. The USF offense is back out there now. They need a couple miracles here in the final 2 minutes to rescue what's been a very, very rough outing so far. And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
Time is running out. They'll take a deep shot. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big game, but he couldn't hold on.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
Here's the handoff.
Chris, as this clock winds down, it has been a rough day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going. You hope they're able to go back, look at the film, try to learn from the mistakes, and come out the next week looking much better than they did today.
The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Needs a completion here on 4th down. And is intercepted. Look out, he's got some space. And he's going to score on the pick six. Touchdown, Knights.
Great job here by the defense coming up with yet another play. Boy, they are just pouring it on today, dominating in every phase.
And he knocks through the PAT. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Bulls offense back onto the field. This has been a monumental mismatch, a beatdown for the ages. It's almost over, thankfully. Caught quickly. Tackle made at the 41. It's a nice gain. They're getting closer to the 50.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. Catch made for a big game, but the fans are wondering where was that earlier in this football game. Touchdown, South Florida. It was a foot race, and he won it.
Love this never-say-die attitude from this quarterback. He's still slinging it out there. This game's out of reach, but this guy's still putting the ball in the air, and this one's a touchdown.
And the point after is right down the middle. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And they make the recovery in the onside kick. The offense keeps it for another possession.
Chris, I can't believe they recovered that. That's one of the toughest things to do, is to recover that onside kick. But perfect timing here. That ball went up into the air, and the kicking unit got on top of it.
Quarterback appears to be changing the play. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And here comes a deep shot. And the catch is made way downfield. That's a big gain, but they could have used that when this football game was still in doubt.
Man, this defense coordinator better adjust to this receiver. All they did was get him the ball in space, and you can see what he can do after the catch. One defender will not slow this receiver down today. You better bracket him or use double coverage.
Wow, the PAT is no good. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. And the hands team able to make the crucial recovery. And here comes the UCF offense back out on the field. This has been a tremendous performance by this team. Now just the finishing touches. Run out the clock and let the party begin. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. You got a lot of time back there to throw the ball, and eventually that's going to cost you.
Second down after the incompletion. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Snags the quick throw. They get him down, but not before he gets to the plus 38. Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time. The drive stays alive with that completion for a first down. And he drops back in the gun. He's moving out of the pocket. Extending the play now. Finding space at the 20. And they've got him at the 5. Great run to set up scoring position here.
Well, here's a quarterback that just takes control for himself. Picking up some nice yards when nothing else is there. This guy's a real threat.
The Knights will line up here on first down and goal. From the shotgun, drops back. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Nobody open downfield. He just throws it away. Offense facing second and goal.
29 Phillips.
And he'll set up to throw. Launching one to the end zone. Touchdown, UCF. And the route is on.
You know, coaches love to see a football team that doesn't get caught up in the scoreboard. They're just out executing and doing what needs to be done. That's what we're seeing from this offense. Yeah, they continue to put points on the board and they're pulling away. I just love to see the execution and how they're going about their business.
Point after, up and good. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25.
Got it.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be?
Let's go.
Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense.
Gorilla.
On first and 10, they'll look to throw it. Catch hauled in here over the middle. They finally get him down. That's a big gain there to end the game, but the clock runs out and he falls short. Well, let's be honest, all wins are not equal. You go in there and hammer your rival and get bragging rights. That's sweet, man.
Yeah, this one.